Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the question 6 aspect of my media studies coursework. Today we're going to talk through the digital technologies used to create my music magazine. So firstly, we got Photoshop loaded up here. Photoshop is a very powerful tool for editing images, and this is what I use to mainly create my magazine. There were aspects of the magazine created in other programs, but most of it was done through the use of Photoshop. Now, what is Photoshop, you may be wondering? Well, Photoshop is a piece of software used, as I said earlier, to edit photos, but it can also be used to create music magazines and just images in general. And as you can see here, I've got my front cover loaded up. My front cover consists of a main image, a masthead, some cover lines, and it's very similar to codes and conventions that you would see in a regular electronic magazine. Now, firstly, the text I downloaded from a website called Dafont. It's called Dream MMA if you'd like to find it and use it. I've also gone and played with the effects on Photoshop, as you can see. And there are many effects you can use on Photoshop, and it creates a significant difference to the text. Another feature of Photoshop I've used to create this image is the cutout tool. So firstly, I use the quick select tool to get a quick selection of my image and crop him out of the background photo, from which point I used the eraser and slowly went around and cut him out to a pristine and crisp edge. I then went and applied a background image to this to create the effect that you see now. There is also some subtle differences between the final image and the image taken from the camera. These are mainly differences in terms of saturation and a slight hue on him, just to make his face be a little bit less red. Also to make the image look slightly better, I use a tool known as the healing tool. This basically just smooths over areas of colour, such as faces it's pretty good for, and other aspects. So another digital technology we're using is this internet program called Wix. You may have heard of it. It's a website making program, and it's not using HTML. It's actually just more user interfacey than anything. It's very simple to use and quite easy. As you can see, you make a page and then you can make drop downs for the page and what have you. So if we go into preview mode, I can quickly show you that you can click down on planning, let's say. Choose a section such as pitch, and oh look, you can see a presentation that I have embedded. I think it's actually a YouTube link, which brings me on nicely to the next topic, YouTube. So how does YouTube play into this music magazine business? Well, for a lot of the pitch and planning related stuff, we have to use YouTube just as another format of media to embed into our Wix websites, as I showed you earlier. YouTube is very easy to use. I find just simply upload your video file via this button, and dependent on how good your Wi-Fi is, it will take a certain amount of time to upload. It's all very simple to understand, and you can see your videos by clicking this button here. From which point you can then go and add as many tags or whatever you want. This is all how it works. This is the inner workings of YouTube, if you like. It's all based off metadata such as this. From which point, once your video is uploaded, you simply go to your channel, click on the video you'd like to embed, and in order to embed it to your website, all you have to do is click the share button, which is just here. And there we are. So that is just a taste of some of the technologies used in order to create the music magazine. And that brings us to the end of the video. Thank you for watching.